What's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. What is going on, everyone? What is going on? Great to see you, folks. Thanks for joining me on this very, very special occasion. Guys, depending if you're on the West Coast out there, you have just rang in the new year just a few minutes ago. So happy birthday to all my folks on the West Coast, or happy birthday. Happy New Year to all my folks on the West Coast. And I'm in the Midwest here, so we are still about 1 hour, about 55 minutes away from ringing in the new year here. If you're on the East Coast or in Florida, it's going to take even a little bit longer there. But yeah, we are going to have a great show tonight, have a great time tonight. And we're going to kind of recap a lot of the adventures that we have gone through here together over this past year and talk about where we're going as well. Yeah, but before we get started, I got to just ask you guys to hit that like button. It takes a split second of your time. It doesn't cost you a dime. And it's frankly the best thing you can do to help this channel out. And it's just such a simple, quick, and easy thing to do. Also, if you're brand new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. You're watching Steele Live. I'm Steele. It's great to have you with us. I'd encourage you to subscribe, hit all on that notification bell, and ascend with us to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And also, if I just learned that WEBULL, I just got an email yesterday that WEBULL is extending. They're now extending that 5 stock special, where when you sign up for WEBULL, you'll get 5 free stocks. You can just deposit 1 penny in your account. That's all it takes to qualify to get your 5 free stocks there. So, yeah, that was really cool of them to extend it. And I just learned of that yesterday, that they are extending that. I don't know for how much longer, but I can't imagine it be much longer. So that link is pinned at the top of the chat. And if you feel inclined to super chat anywhere throughout the duration of this program, that's obviously hugely appreciated for all the time and efforts put in. Without any further ado, let's see who's active in the chat so far tonight. We've got the 7-1. We've got Hector the Dude. We've got Jason Huffman. What stream would be complete without Jason Huffman? We've got the Slay Blaze. We've got Kama DeLuffy. We got Marie Potter. We've got the Hump Deezy. We've got Zombie Doge Army. Sliding Edge, Mr. Lynn. Hey, Keith, what's going on? Who else do we got in here? Ralph in New York, good to see you. Keith, I already gave a shout to Keith. Without fail, on every show introduction, I always end up reading someone's name twice over, and Keith's the recipient of that. Trello, haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. Paradiddle, you as well. ACAPS7, good to see you. I think I gave Alan Schneider a shout out already. RW in the mix. Alex C, Timmy Doge. Travis, what's going on? I think I'm caught up to everyone that's active in chat. And starting things off right out of sight on this New Year's Eve night, Donna Tabuki coming in with a $10 to make you holler. Appreciate it, Donna. Thank you so much for that super chat. Happy New Year, but it's only 9 p.m. on West Coast. Yeah, a little bit after 11 p.m. here. So, depending on what time zone you're in, right? My show's either really late or not so late at all. So it's all relative. Let me see here. Let me straighten my screen here, get a little more centered. There we go. But yeah, we're going to cover some interesting things tonight. We're going to kind of do a recap. We're going to have a fun hangout and see what the night brings, and going to be ringing in the new year together as it happens on my neck of the woods. Oh, Nick Balls is in here too. How could I forget Nick? I saw Nick somewhere in the mix. Or am I just seeing things? Larry Ramirez, maybe I missed you, sir. Maybe I'm seeing things. I saw Nick in the chat, but maybe not. Maybe he's watching. Well, great to see you guys. The Doge just kind of humming along. It's seemingly at its seemingly new floor of 17 cents for now, which is pretty much to be expected in all consideration for where everything is at right now. In terms of Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about where I think Bitcoin's going within the next month or so as well. Hope we all have a great 2020. Mike Tracy says yes, I agree. I declare 2022 to be the year of Pugs, not rugs. More pugs, less rugs. That's what we want. That's what we want. We are on Nick Watch. Yeah, we haven't seen Nick in a while. He's been kind of taking a hiatus in general. He's been really cutting back on just social media and taking a break on things. And when you're a multi-millionaire at 33 years old, you can do that. Without any further ado, I've got some good news for Dogecoin holders. I got some good news for the Dogecoin fam enthusiasts. FX Street now reporting Dogecoin prepped for a big launch. Doge to rally 75%. Yes, you heard that right. Dogecoin price prepped for a healthy price spike after it returns to 20 cents. Bullish divergence is present, suggesting a downside move is likely to terminate. Imperative that Dogecoin not close below the 15-cent value area. Dogecoin price continues to trade at the upper bounds of capitulation zone, something it has done since the beginning of September. Despite the bearish nature of Dogecoin's price action, bears have been unable and unwilling to drive Doge lower. And that is a testimony to how many holders that we have in the community. Dogecoin needs it to hit 20 cents before it can rally upwards of 35 cents and beyond. Dogecoin price has two primary scenarios. Listen up, folks. Coming that could see it repeat the price action it experienced in early 2021. The first is a hypothetical long entry at 20 cents with a stop loss at 18 and a profit target of 35 cents. This trade option would complete two objectives. First, it would confirm the breakout above the devil top. Second, and most important, it would convert Dogecoin back to a bull market after crossing above the current bear market trend. Now, the hypothetical long setup is invalidated if Dogecoin price returns to 15 cents before entry. However, if the fall to 15.5 occurs, a capitulation move is undoubtedly on the horizon, and a possible move and flash crash to the 9 cent value area. I think that's an incredibly low probability scenario. So basically what this is saying, what they're looking at is if Dogecoin can get to 20 cents within the relatively near future here, that will give a high likelihood of catapulting upwards of 35 cents, which would spur a kind of a domino effect, ascending it even much higher than that. And I do think this is a likely scenario. I particularly think it's a likely scenario going into the new year for a number of reasons that we've often talked about here on the show. Mary coming in with a $10 make you holler. Appreciate you, Mary. Thank you for spending New Year's Eve with us here tonight. Happy New Year from New York City. May we all have a great 2022. Mary, New York, thank you so much for continued support of the show and tuning in. So lovely to have you, and really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm here just multitasking. I thought I saw him. I just don't. I don't know. I just knew he was there, but even though I didn't see him in the chat earlier. But great to see you in the mix. Great to see you in the mix. Some of you are probably even celebrating with friends while kind of checking in on the stream here. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. Also, if you wouldn't mind, those of you who are on Twitter, if you wouldn't mind retweeting the stream, I'm going to pop the link to that. I haven't asked you guys to do that in a while, but it really does help. It really does help. So those of you who are on Twitter, if you would just consider retweeting this stream and help getting the word out, that's hugely appreciated. I'm just going to pop the link to that in the chat with a little RT right next to it. Appreciate it. Nick says, my little bro just came down with the virus today, and I might possibly have it as well. I'm taking it easy. Hey, wow. Yeah, do what you got to do, man. I understand. Nick also says, I'm waiting for that ball to drop, then I'm dropping in my warm, cuddly bed. Not a bad plan. You know what I've been binge watching lately? I've been binge watching the newest season of Cobra Kai just dropped yesterday, so I'm very excited about that. I love that show. I've already almost completed the season, and it's awesome. I really like it. I know it's cheesy, but it's like good cheese. You know what I mean? Sliding Edge coming with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Sliding Edge. Spouse is ready to make the tamales for the New Year's. Ooh, I like that. New Year's late dinner vibe you got going on over there, sir. That sounds lovely. And if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, pick a good cook to be your wife. Gentlemen. Yes, and tamales sound really good right now, actually. I might have to summon for some late night Mexican carryout. PA45, Happy New Year's, everyone. Let's get Dogecoin 2022. Yes, indeed. I love it. Zombie Dojar missed my super chat. Did I miss it? I didn't see it. Let me scroll up. I'm sorry, Zombie. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Zombie Doge Army coming in with a $5 super chat. Happy New Year. Thanks for streaming out. You're very welcome. We love the Zombie Doge Army. We love zombies. We love Doge. And we love the Doge Army. He's got all of them in one. It's the one-stop shop. It's a YouTube handle so nice. You got to say it twice. Zombie Doge Army coming in. $5. Make it holler. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. 7-1 Pampet. Love the optimism. Rock Lobster. Hey, we haven't seen Rock Lobster in a minute. It's great to see Rock Lobster in the mix. Succession, my favorite show. I will check it out. I am definitely looking for good Netflix series that I can stream that's not annoyingly woke that I can enjoy. So yes. I watched another one too. I'm trying to think. The name is eluding me right now, but it was about a group of younger kids that hang out with each other, like high schools, that kids that get into trouble, hang out with each other, and they start looking for this treasure, and they live like on in like South or North Carolina or something. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. Outlander or something. I thought it was pretty good. Kenny Potter, good to see you in the mix. Just started. It's always sunny. So, there's some spicy language in there. Yo, Keith, what's up, dude? Playing downtown LA tonight. Oh, awesome! Rock Lobster coming to us live. He has a show. Rock Lobster, did you already play tonight in LA? Actually, it's probably too early. You're probably hanging out right. Are you hanging out backstage, Rock Lobster? Are you hanging out in the dressing room? It's about 9:15 in LA right now, so I wouldn't imagine you've gone on quite yet. That's awesome. That's so cool. Thank you, Rock Lobster, for hanging out and checking in with us before he goes live tonight. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Rock Lobster is a guy that actually, he fronts a very prominent rock and roll band. They're very good. You would definitely know them. And he's active. He's just touring over, and I think, what was it? Were you in Ireland or Sweden just a short time ago? And now he's got a show tonight in LA. That's awesome. No, it's about in 90 minutes. Yeah, I'm backstage. That's awesome. The one and only Jesse of Eagles of Death Metal hanging out in Steele Live backstage before he goes on the air. That's so cool, man. We have grown such a great community over this last year, folks. I may not be the biggest channel. I understand that I don't even have 5,000 subscribers yet. And I understand that. I know I do a much different format than most people that dabble in, crypto-centric content. It's a much different format. It's a much different vibe. And I think, consequentially, it doesn't appeal necessarily to the huge masses. It's not like that overtly clickbait kind of material. And it's just not the kind of thing we do here. But what I have to say, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, we have curated the best community in the crypto sphere on YouTube as I see it. We've got the best quality folks here. We've got awesome folks here. We have the most fun here. And we have a loyal audience. and just some good peeps, and people from all over the world, frankly, people from all over the world, and it's just awesome to see. Yeah, and we have been doing it to it, on average about 6 nights a week here. Isn't that right, folks? About 6 nights a week here for almost a year. Can you believe it? For almost a year. Time flies when you're having fun. And honestly, it just kind of dawned on me like a couple days ago that I've already been making content for a year. I kind of had to go, oh, it's like, wow, it has been a year. And what a journey it's been. What a journey it's been together, Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Happy New Year to you, Timmy Doge. Happy New Year to you. Love you, Stephen. Love you back. Love you back. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we are. We've really come into our own, haven't we? We've really come into our own, and I think we've really created and established something very unique and very special, and something that's going to really expand in, I think, unexpected ways throughout this next year. And I think that this show is going to start to fill a void, frankly, in content has been absent, right? So, and I think moving forward, we're going to accomplish that together, and I think we're all going to do great things together, not only with this channel, but with your personal investments and your personal goals. I've definitely studied myself to some personal goals on my end going into this new year. Determined to stick to them. You guys are throwing up those Texas toast emojis. Got to just give a shout out for the Texas toast. Got to give a shout out for the Texas toast. Appreciate you. Low Roller, good to see you, says 1 year ago, Dogecoin was a fraction of a penny. A half a cent on New Year's Eve. That does sound right. And that is good perspective, isn't it? That is good perspective. It kind of reminds me of another point that I wanted to make. And I've made this before, but I think it's worth reasserting again. My overall investment strategy, and it's one that took me a bit to really come into my own on and really to really fully set in on me. And it really set in on me this year, particularly as it relates to crypto. And that is, your safest investments in cryptocurrency are obviously on your top 20, top 25. At the same time, those are going to be, for the most part, and there's always exceptions, those are going to be your long holds. Those are going to be your long holds. Those are going to be the ones that you want to exercise a lot of patience on over the course of several years, frankly. Now, conversely, your very much lower market cap projects, particularly in the DeFi scene, particularly in the red light district stuff, and even projects that have really strong utility and strong promise, or even just a really strong buzz that are much lower market cap. Now, most of the time, you want to default to not holding very long. You want to be happy with gains that you've made and keep it moving. Take gains. I encourage you guys to don't be afraid to take gains on your lower market cap. Don't be afraid to take gains on your higher market cap too, but I think I'm not financial advice, but I think when you do invest in high utility coins on that top 20, on that top 25, that have a strong community, great development, etc., that are really showing great long-term promise, those are the ones you want to hold for a really long time. And I that obviously is what my relationship with Dogecoin is at, and I think for many of you it is at well. But conversely, particularly the like the coins that I've talked about on the members only, for example, and we've talked about those. Some of you guys have made some nice little gains there, but don't be afraid, particularly on those projects, to pull profits, right? Pull profits, because now it's higher risk, higher reward, obviously on the lower market caps, but because of that, don't be afraid to take profits. Now, consequentially, listen, folks, when you do that, you are going to have those situations where you pulled technically too early, right? And then you're going to see after you pull profits or you completely pulled out of a certain investment in a lower market cap scenario, that it continues to ascend. And it's easy to say, oh, gosh darn it, I missed the boat. Did you? Did you? I mean, nobody, don't feel bad about that, folks, because nobody pulls out at just the right moment. No jokes, please. Nobody can time those things perfectly, ever. So it's important. It's important to keep that in mind, not beat yourself up over it, because if you don't approach the lower market cap projects that way, more often than not, you're going to get left holding a bag, right? You're going to get left holding a bag. So if you're going to default, okay, if you're going to default to in one way or the other, you want to default to being able to pull profits with your higher risk, higher reward, lower market cap investments. And look, there's scenarios too where if you really think the project has an awesome, excellent potential long-term to end, that you think is going to end up being a top 20, top 25 coin, whatever, well, maybe pull 50%, right? Maybe pull 50%, secure your bag, secure your initial investment, take a little profit, and then just let the rest ride long-term, because even at that point, worst case scenario is still not bad, right? It's still not bad. So these are things that more impressed on me this year particularly. And these are things that I've always kind of had an inclination for, strategies I've always kind of had an inclination for anyway in the past, but they just became more pronounced to me as the year progressed here. And I just wanted to share that with you. Rock Lobster, membership for 7 months. Yes. Thank you so much, Jesse. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Rock Lobster, thank you for your continued support for 7 months. And all you guys who have been members for the long run, I want to thank you guys so much. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting this channel, supporting this community night after night. It's so comforting to see the core here. It's so comforting to see the same names show out night after night as we keep the enthusiasm high, we keep the positivity going, and it helps me, and I know it helps you guys too. And we keep the vibe high, right? We keep the vibe high. What is going on with RW? When Doge hits $1, Steven Steele party with Rock Lobster and band playing New Year's resolution right there. Let's commit to it. Well, we'll just have to see what Jesse... I mean, I obviously would be down for it, but Jesse's a busy man with busy plans, and maybe he could talk to his booking agent. I don't know. But all kidding aside, I would love, and we've talked about this in the past. Actually, Mama Crypto and a few of you guys have brought it up in the past of eventually having a weekender or a get together. I think we were talking about Vegas at some point, and that's definitely something I'd be open to do. Maybe we could plan like a weekender, right, where we all go out for dinner together, and maybe go to a club or go to a show or something. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Speaking of which, Rock Lobster coming in large and in charge, helping to keep the lights on over here at Steele HQ. Appreciate you so much, Rock Lobster. Big Doge energy with a $50 to make ya holler. RW, I'm down for a $1 Doge Bash. We'll totally play that gig. Oh my goodness, folks. You heard it here first. Rock Lobster, Jesse of Eagles of Death Metal just said he would be down to play the $1 Doge Bash. Wouldn't that be awesome if we spearheaded that party, the $1 Doge party, featuring Jesse's band? Oh man, Jesse, if you're down, I am definitely down to do it. We could do it in Vegas even. We could book the show in Vegas. That would be absolutely incredible. I am so down. I am so there. You heard it here first, folks. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely epic. And I think we could get a lot of press behind it. I think we could turn it into a really... I think that could turn into a really big affair, actually. Pretty quickly. I love it. I love the idea. I think it's a phenomenal idea. I think Vegas is the place. To do it. Vegas, baby. Hunter Wayne, I know a nice place in Utah Resort. I love Utah, man. I love that's God's country out there. Utah, those nice mountains, a lot of great skiing out there. A lot of great skiing out there. I love Utah. I love Montana. I love the big, wide open. But yeah, thanks so much. That would be absolutely epic, folks. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what wouldn't. If that doesn't get you excited, that doesn't put a pep in your step this evening, I don't know what wouldn't. We have an array of very talented individuals that are part of this our little slice of the internet here, and it's always surprising to me. And not only are you folks. You are offering an array of talents out there, but you're just top quality. Honestly, you're top quality folks, and I feel very blessed to have been able to connect with all you guys throughout this year. I feel very blessed. I'm very thankful that we've been able to grow this thing together and just do it to it. And I really do think we're going to continue to grow, and I think Dogecoin is going to continue to grow, and I think this channel and even the things we cover, I think is going to continue to grow, and I think the best is yet to come. Absolutely, 100% for sure. Vegas, baby. Vegas Vacation, yes. I've seen Vegas Vacation, the movie. And if you're having a crappy night, I understand, but let's check it out. I want you to turn that frown upside down, because the fact is, life is short in the grand scheme of things, and we are all alive right now in this moment together, celebrating another year of survival and into a new year of infinite possibilities, right? Infinite possibilities. This year could be your game changer. This year could be your absolute game changer. You never know what's going to happen in life. And I'm at the age now where I'm old enough to have been able to reference things like this, and it helps me, because even when I'm at my lowest points, right, in my life, I know how quickly these things can turn around, and how quickly your life can turn around, and things can just get back on the ball, or opportunities present themselves that you didn't expect, you always got to keep that in mind. Keith Havens, love you, bro. The Frantics from Denver. Nice, Keith. Rock Lobster, so many good eggs in this nest. Yes, I agree. We've got the best nest here. Happy New Year, Steele. Doge. Yes. Happy New Year to you. Guys, in my neck of the woods, we are less than 30 minutes away from ringing in the new year here in the Midwest. And you're 2.5 hours away, ringing the new year, if you are on the West Coast. So, did the ice cold shower thing, then blasting hot shower really does make you feel great. Hey, yeah, have I talked to you guys about that in this show? That's what I try to do every day. I alternate the cold and the hot in the shower. It really invigorates you. It's uncomfortable at the time, but it feels great. It really activates the almonds. Slide Edge coming in with a $5 super chat. Japanese beer. Now check this out. Check out this culinary. Check out these culinary delights. Check out this culinary connoisseur. Japanese beer, air fried cheese sticks, and holding Doge and hanging with you guys. Not a bad way to end the year. I would certainly say so. And thank you again, Slide Edge. And also give my best to your wife for me. You've been such a stalwart supporter of the show all the way through, and hugely appreciated. Well, I suppose I should get to another story here. We're just kind of having fun. We're having a good time tonight. So what's really encouraging is I keep noticing even more and more stories confirming the narrative as espoused by Elon Musk very blatantly and prominently, that Dogecoin is better than Bitcoin for transactions. I'm seeing this story still get reported on. This is almost a week ago that Elon Musk now first stated this. Maybe it has been a week already in Time Magazine, and then he also reaffirmed it in a few other interviews since then. And it is really reshaping the mainstream media perception of Doge in real time. And now, finally, let's see how long it's taken where the mainstream media is reporting on Dogecoin as a legitimate cryptocurrency with strong utility. And even kind of challenging and putting some push on Bitcoin in terms of purporting that's better than Bitcoin. And that makes a certain segment of people very angry when they say that, because the Bitcoin maxis, of course, kind of have this attitude more or less that each and every one of them seem to fashion themselves as the protagonists in the Highlander or something, and that Bitcoin is the be-all, end-all, and all of their cryptos are completely inferior in every way. And this perspective has always been kind of silly to me. I say this as someone who loves Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. Dogecoin wouldn't be here without Bitcoin, but when it comes down to it, people just aren't spending it. And even Michael Saylor says this, that as recently as 2 weeks ago, he said something to the effect of Bitcoin being the ultimate digital store of value, but people aren't buying their coffee with it, is how he phrased it. I thought that was really great. I thought it was really mature of him. And overall, I like Michael Saylor. And so it's interesting to see even Michael Saylor is acknowledging this, yet we're still getting a lot of this Bitcoin maxi rage from certain sectors, certain segments. And, it also goes to show, because so many of these people, there are a lot of these Bitcoin maximalists that have very prominent names in crypto, that have many more followers, have a much bigger voice than I do, that people just assume is correct. These assumed authorities, even within the scene, and they can be very just patently incorrect about some very basic things. So it's a good thing to notice, right? It's an important thing to notice. Yo, that hot cold gig does work. You guys got it right. It's rad. Yeah, totally. When I was better health, when I was in the gym a lot, I would do that a lot too, right? I would do the hot cold showers. I would even go extreme style. I'd take it like sauna and then cold shower, right? Sauna, cold shower. It's super invigorating. Abstractus Artemis is working on music. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for mixing it up. Good to see you in the mix. I feel like we haven't seen Abstract Artist in a minute. Is Ro Jogan in here? Ro Jogan is in here. This year is going to be very satisfying and superb. Well, I would think so. When we look at just where most of the top 20 cryptos were 1 year ago today, it's very dramatic, right? It's very dramatic. Now, the thing that's kind of tricky, though, is once you're in that top 20, you're not necessarily going to have like the crazy gains as you got when it started at the bottom, now we're here kind of stuff, right? However, that could be incorrect too. It could be that massive. What it doesn't it just feel like, though, folks? Doesn't it feel like this was not only the year for Dogecoin, it's just the year for cryptocurrency? This was the year cryptocurrency got mainstreamed. This is the year cryptocurrency really crossed over into mainstream culture and really garnered the attention of everyone, frankly. Doesn't it feel like that? Doesn't it seem like that? It certainly seems like that to me. I think that's a very fair conclusion, right? So I think 2022 is more than likely going to be a very explosive year. Now, the thing that could stifle that a bit is our economy, right? Our economy. Right now, our inflation rates are nothing to write home about. And so if that continues, then again, that's not going to necessarily have a bearish impact on the crypto market. In fact, it could have the effect where a more fledgling economy could drive people to alternatives for wealth gains, right? Which cryptocurrency would be the most obvious destination for. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So I don't subscribe to this philosophy necessarily that an ailing economy is going to be synonymous with an ailing cryptocurrency market, necessarily. In fact, it can even have the opposite effect to a degree. Zombie Doge Army coming in with a $5 super chat. Did you get the 69 Doge that I sent you? Was that you? Thank you so much, Zombie Doge Army. Yeah, I looked in my Doge wallet and I saw that. But obviously you can't make notes, which really stinks. If somebody can make notes to attach to those, that whoever can do that is I'll invest in them. But thank you so much, Zombie Doge Army. I did get it. I had no idea who it was from, so really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Of course, I always love getting tipped in Doge. That's awesome. Thank you again, Zombie Doge. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh yeah. It is 11:40. We got 20 minutes to the countdown. 20 minutes to the countdown in my neck of the woods, folks. Hope you guys are having a good time. What are you guys up to? Did you guys go out earlier? Are you guys multitasking? Or some of you even at a party and kind of like also looking at your phone? What's going on, guys? Do you have a cozy night in? What is on your roster? Oh, right. Let me see here. Oh, let me get back to the story because I just want to read from CNBC what they are talking about in relation to Dogecoin compared to Bitcoin. So you guys can just kind of get a feel for how the narrative is changing, like I mentioned before. While proponents of Bitcoin agree that the asset is a store of value, they also claim that it is tailored to be a useful peer-to-peer financial mechanism that can be used for transactions. The supporters give the example of El Salvador, which has legally adopted Bitcoin as a medium of financial transaction. Well, Musk doesn't hate fiat currency. He said cryptocurrencies have more benefits. Musk also said that while Dogecoin may be inflationary, it has a definitive number. Unlike Bitcoin, according to him, it motivates individuals to spend rather than hoard as a stock of value. He recently became the world's wealthiest individual, replacing Jeff Bezos. The founder of Amazon. Has anyone seen that footage? I think we've probably all seen that footage right now of Jeff Bezos' girlfriend just all over Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, honestly, I felt bad for the guy. He got suddenly Bezos became completely invisible. It was like, man, that's almost hard to watch. I would not stay with a woman if that was my woman and I watched that footage. I'm like, I get that's Leonardo DiCaprio, but like, I'm out. I'm out. I have my self-respect here. Okay. I'm going to start a channel so I can get referrals. Well, I mean, you got to build an audience first, Rudy, but keep us posted. Happy New Year to you. I heard about Binance doing some stuff like that. I ate steak and ice cream. Ooh, that's quite the combo, man. That's a super combo right there. I'm working, so I might have to duck out. Okay. Yeah, Mama Crypto, a third shifter for sure. Hot shower, brandy, and dinner. Mr. Lin living the life. Listen to that, Playboy. Hot shower, brandy, and dinner. You know what? I can see the smoking jacket right now from here. I can see it. Actually, I see it. Or a silk robe, right? Mr. Lin in a silk robe and a snifter of brandy. With his feet up, watches Steven Steele live on the flat screen. Ro Jogan says, I went fishing this morning. It's great. It's a great season here in Australia. Got up at 4 a.m. And caught decent fishy. Awesome. Ro Jogan coming, another one of our Aussie allies coming over there from the Great Down Under. Thank you so much. We've got actually a fair amount of people that watch from Australia. Of course, Sadaf Jadran, she's from Australia as well. And she's definitely overdue to get back here on the channel, but it'll happen. All right, are we back? Are we back? Hang on, folks. There we go. There we go. Let me know if we're back. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. You know what? I haven't had technical difficulties in months and months. And of course, it happens on New Year's Eve. But we're back. We're back. We're good to go. We're back on the scene. If you know what I mean. We overcame it. We overcame many things together this year. Didn't we? Okay, just I'm freezing up a little bit, guys. Just let me handle something quick. I wonder if I'm going to have to start a new stream because it's just acting funny on me. Let me see what's going on in the chat. How am I coming through, guys? I think I resolved it. I think I fixed it. Okay. We're good now. We're good. Anyway. We are good to go. Sorry about that, guys. But thanks for hanging in. Yeah, I haven't had technical difficulties in quite some time. So, hold on. I got to open my notes again and pick up right where we left off. Here, and we are taking care of it, folks. We're taking care of it. No worries. All right. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. And I've got to... There we go. Now we're good. Everything's where it needs to be. I feel better. Okay, let's get on to the next story. This one's kind of funny. This one came through Gizmodo. And I heard faintly about this. I mean, it's kind of dorky, but it's kind of funny at the same time. So there's a Let's Go Brandon cryptocurrency. I don't know if you heard about it. And they call it LGB. But I already knew about this, but what makes the story more interesting now is Brandon Brown, the NASCAR driver who unintentionally helped originate that chant, has decided to partner with this meme coin based on its slogan. So he'll be serving as a full-time commercial for this meme coin. Oh, wow, that's wild. So, yeah, so I just thought that was funny. I don't know if I have anything more to add on that, but definitely an interesting addition to the project. I mean, if you're going to have a project like that, if you're going to want to recruit one person to promote it, that'd be your guy, right? Next story. The SEC appoints a new senior advisor to cryptocurrency oversight. The Securities Exchange and Commission has hired Corey Favor to advise the chairman, Gary Gensler, on regulations of cryptocurrencies. Favor's previous experience includes operating as a professional staff member on the Senate Banking Committee and policy advisor for House Financial Services Committee. The U.S. How about this? Here's a novel thought. How about you hire someone that actually has a background in cryptocurrency? How about that? But yeah, more regulation is definitely coming in 2022, guys, on the cryptocurrency market, which is a little concerning. But what I will say, and I say it before and I'll say it again, the main shield that's protecting cryptocurrency investors in America, I believe anyway, from getting overly regulated is our tax dollars. There is so much money for the IRS and our government to harvest from investors that I think that is the main thing that annoys us is also going to save us. So we'll keep an eye on that new SEC chair assistant and see how that evolves in times to come. Let's see what's going on in the chat. All I am is a technical difficulty, says Abstractus Artemis. Got to get going. Thanks for keeping it real as always, Stephen. Frankie! Frankie. Thanks for not lurking. Thanks for actually speaking up in the chat. Thank you for your support, man. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. And thank you for the super chat, Frankie, of $4 with the Shiba Inu presenting the bone. We love it. We love it. Thank you, Frankie, for your support, man. Happy New Year to you. Tesla CEO Elon Musk praises Dogecoin, criticizes Bitcoin, guesses the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Elon Musk discusses and shares his thoughts on Dogecoin, Bitcoin, the identity of Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator, Satoshi, in an interview with Lex Friedman. And this has come courtesy of Bitcoin.com, and this was just published yesterday. So the reason why I'm telling you about this is because this has been occupying more mainstream segments of the financial press throughout this entire week now. So we are watching the narrative around Dogecoin shift before our very eyes, particularly over this week in more significant ways than we've ever seen before as it relates to the perception and how people come to understand Dogecoin, what it is and what its function is, right? And this is a very important step on the road to long-term success for Dogecoin. Elon's saying about Dogecoin, again, I'm not saying that's the ideal system for a currency, but I think it actually is just fundamentally better than anything else I've seen just by accident. Can you believe it, folks? Could you ask for a stronger endorsement, a stronger statement from Elon in regards to Dogecoin than that? I'm not saying it's the ideal system for currency, but I think it's just fundamentally better than anything else I've seen just by accident. Josh Randell disavows. Good to see you, Josh. $5 super chat. We're going to be offensively rich, Doge fam. I receive it. I believe it. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Let's make 2022 the most epic year yet. The most epic year yet in our personal goals, financial freedom, etc. I believe it. That we can achieve it, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely believe it. I believe it. And thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh, for all your support since joining this community, man. Yeah, you've been awesome. Diamond Hands Freddy finally became a member. Hey, a round of applause for Diamond Hands Freddy. Love it to see that membership green on the screen. Welcome to membership class. Welcome to membership class, my friend. Thank you so much, Diamond Hands Freddy. Really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. You're in good company. Rudy S. at $1, it's only about 130 billion. Yeah, that's totally doable. I not only think Dogecoin is going to get to $1, I do think it's going to get to $2. Beyond that, I think there's definitely potential to go beyond $2 in time. But if Nick was here, I think he'd probably agree with me. I wouldn't even take $2 off the table within the next 12 months. I wouldn't take that off the table. I absolutely think it's possible. Guys, we are 5 minutes to the new year. Are you excited? I am excited. And honestly, folks, it's so great to be celebrating it with each and every one of you right here. We've got 5 minutes to the new year, guys. 5 minutes to the new year. I've got a good feeling about 2022, folks. I got a much better feeling about it than 2021. Yes, indeed. And Rock Lobster's probably getting ready to shred on stage as we speak, ringing in the new year on stage. More green on the screen. That's what we like to see. Green on the screen. We just discovered a new chant. Folks. Another story coming in from BBC News. Elon Musk rejects claims that his satellites are hogging space. Tens of billions of satellites can be accommodated in orbits close to Earth, he told the Financial Times. His comments came after a claim by the head of the European Space Agency that Musk was making the rules for emerging commercial space industry. This week, China complained that its space station was forced to avoid collisions with Starlink satellites. Space is just extremely enormous, and satellites are very tiny, Musk said in the interview. Musk pushed back at suggestions that his Starlink Internet Services project was effectively obstructing the entry of competitors in the satellite industry, saying that there was ample room in the Earth's orbit for satellites. It's not some situation where we're effectively blocking others in any way. We've not blocked anyone from doing anything, nor do we expect to, he said. A couple thousands of satellites is nothing. It's like, hey, here's a couple thousands of cars on Earth. It's nothing, he added. Scientists have also previously voiced concerns about the risk of collisions in space and called on world governments to share information about the estimated 30,000 satellites and other space debris that are floating and orbiting Earth. Mr. Musk made headlines this week as he faced social media backlash after China complained that its space station was forced to avoid collisions with satellites launched by a Starlink project. The country's space station had 2 close encounters. See what they did there? With Starlink satellites this year, Beijing claims. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. Guys, we are 3 minutes. 3 minutes to New Year's. 3 minutes to New Year's, and we're gonna do a countdown. We're gonna do the countdown. Hummus Pizza, good to see you in the mix. I've had Hummus Pizza. It's actually not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Doing a stream is the safest way to celebrate the new year. This is true. This is true, Abstractus. It is the safest way. Gonna be right back in the ring in the new year with my sick bro. Totally understand, Nick. Totally understand. Yep, guys, we are 3 minutes to the new year. 3 minutes to the new year now. Good stuff, Maynard. I think we're technically 2 minutes now. 2 minutes. And I'm looking for the Happy New Year's theme song. So that's what I'm trying to queue up right now, you guys. There's a version by ABBA. This one's by an orchestra. Not quite. It's not quite hitting. There's like when I look it up, there's just all these like New Year's mixes with like the Black Eyed Peas and stuff. I don't think I'll be able to find it. It seems like a simple thing to find. Okay, I think I finally found it. Yeah, there's always a delay on the stream, guys. There's usually a delay on the stream by about 30 to 45 seconds. Speaking of which, I'm going to do the countdown right now. So we're going to ring in the new year together. You ready, folks? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year. We've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way. And I got my window open out here to give me some fresh air. I hear the fireworks coming in. The fireworks are coming in. I hear people in the streets. We've come a long way, folks. We've come a long way, baby. In 1 year, we've accomplished a lot together, and we're going to accomplish so much more. Hey, we did it, guys. Well, it's New Year where I am. It's New Year in my neck of the woods, guys. It's New Year in my neck of the woods, so it's kind of relative, right? Mr. Lynn coming in with a $10 super chat. Happy New Year. When Doge proof of stake? Why Doge proof of stake? Why not common? Why not community proof of work? I imagine from everything that I've been seeing, this is something they're aggressively moving towards right now. I would say you could probably expect that to be a reality by the second half of the first quarter of this new year, 2022. Why? I don't know if I'm the best guy to explain this, to be honest. I kind of wish Nick was on right now. Just off the top of my head, I don't know if I'd be able to adequately explain it in the way it deserves to be explained. I'm just trying to find the words for it. So, I don't know if I could be much help off the top of my head on that right now. But community proof of work isn't a bad way to go either. I do think it's going to be in the best interest of Dogecoin long term once things get settled. Also, what we saw throughout this year is the relaunch and the reestablishment of the Dogecoin Foundation. I think it's a very positive thing for Dogecoin to have some very active, vibrant organization working relentlessly behind the scenes to progress Dogecoin. Another thing that is really exciting in relation to Dogecoin going into this new year is the roadmap. For the first time ever, we have seen Dogecoin release a roadmap, or a trail map as the foundation calls it. We've never seen that before with Dogecoin, and it is incredibly ambitious. I spent a couple shows going over the objectives of that road trail map, and I think it's super, super exciting. Crowded House, Don't Dream It's Over. Hey now. Great song, great band. I think I put that on a mixtape for a girl in junior high. Eagles of Death Metal. We love Eagles of Death Metal. We love Jesse here. And Jesse said tonight, folks, Jesse said that when Doge gets to $1, he would absolutely play that show. And so this is an event that we should put together in Vegas. Let's do it in Vegas, guys. Doge to $1 party in Vegas with Eagles of Death Metal. How about that, guys? How about that? This could be very, very epic. This could be very, very epic. But yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I'm stoked. Honestly, this is a great way to spend the new year with you guys. This is just phenomenal. And I think 2022 is going to be our most epic year yet. I really do feel that way. Abstractus, Happy New Year. Steven Steele, I'm going to get out of here. Have some stuff to take care of. Peace, everyone. Peace to you, Abstractus, and thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. Let's see here. The fireworks are going off all around me right now. I can hear inebriated people yelling in the streets and fireworks going off. But I live in a city, so I'm going to hear those things. Sounds like my neighbors are having a bit of a party upstairs. Steel Mania Hogan style. Tear away. I don't have any shirt to tear away, my man. I'm going shirtless because I'm a manimal. I'm a half man, half animal. Yes, indeed, guys. Yes, indeed. Well, we've got a great year to look forward to. And why don't we just get on with the next story, and we'll keep going. And that story is, where do I think Bitcoin's going to go? Where do I think Bitcoin's going to go within the next few months? Folks, I think things could pick up very quickly. I think one of the main reasons why we're seeing kind of a slump in crypto right now, right towards the end of the year, is for taxation reasons. And once people have that sorted and squared away, I really think that things will more than likely really pick up here in very significant fashion. So Bitcoin price, Cointelegraph reporting, Bitcoin price fell short of analysis 100K target. What about 2022? After this year's monster rally, Bitcoin's price is at a critical juncture. Analysts expect $100,000 in 2022, but what does technical analysis suggest? Bitcoin is likely to end 2021 well below analyst target. Well, we can safely call that now, folks. I have to say that my end of year prediction for Bitcoin was much closer than many people in my in my trade here. My end of the year prediction for Bitcoin was around 70,000, which obviously we fell really short of, but nowhere as short as most analysts that were predicting Bitcoin was going to end up somewhere around 100,000. That was kind of the assumed narrative. And even BitBoy Crypto at one point in the middle of last year, we could call that now, he predicted that Bitcoin is going to be 300,000 end of year. So, 70,000, was off, but it wasn't nearly as off as 300,000. So, do I think Bitcoin is going to see 100,000 in 2022? I do. I definitely do. I think it's very, 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 very likely, and we could even see it as soon as by the end of the first quarter, frankly. Real McBalls, Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Nick, how many streams has Nick done with me this last year? So many. What a trooper. And he did it all by volunteer. So huge appreciation to Nick for volunteering his talents, volunteering himself for this community, and co-hosting so many awesome shows with me. We've had so many great shows. We had so many good times here with Nick and I, and we covered the good, we covered the bad, we covered the hilarious, we covered the ridiculous, and everything else. And it was great. I'm so glad I met Nick. Nick is just another example of just awesome quality people that I've met through 2021. It's just been a really, really good year for the channel. Really good year for this community. I mean, this community didn't exist. It just didn't exist. About 1 year ago today, this community didn't exist. But shortly thereafter, we started it up. Slight nudge, the Doge this year is growing, still popular, still growing, accumulation is still happening. I concur. Yeah, all the fireworks are still going off over here, guys. All the fireworks are still going off over here. And Mama Crypto, God bless Mama Crypto. She's working right now on the third shift on New Year's Eve. Scott said, I said 60 cents end of year, so I was way off. Never sell, gang. Yeah, my end of year was around there too, Scott. I think I said between 65 and 70 cents, so very close to your end of year is my end of year. And that's honestly, 6 months ago, that seemed to be very reasonable. But, it's all risky at the end of the day, and no one's perfect in this game. No one. All right, guys. Let's get to the next story here, shall we? Let's move right along. So let's get to the top 10 cryptocurrency. What were the top 10 earners? What were the top 10 gains of cryptocurrency in 2021? Well, I've got the report. I've got the data in front of me here to read, to go over with you. Maybe you can start putting out your guesses who's going to be on that top 10 list right now. Okay, that top 10 list right now. And we're going to start at 10. We're going to work our way up to what the top percentage earners were over the course of the year. And number 10 on that list is Sandbox. The Sandbox. S-A-N-D. Yes, Sandbox is number 10. Currently at a market cap of about $6 billion. Number 9, Axie Infinity. This is one of the main DeFi gaming utility projects that I talk about. That came in at number 9, and also right at around close to a 6 billion market cap. Then after that is Polygon, aka Matic. I know people in this community. Some of you guys are very bullish, very much into Matic. So Matic securing that number 7 spot for top cryptocurrency earners for 2021, coming in at about a 19 billion market cap. And guess what came in at number 6? Terra Luna, folks. You know I've been a big Luna fan for a while. Coming in at about 33 billion market cap right now. So Terra Luna, number 6. Number 5. Now this one I didn't see coming. An appropriate name, all things considered. Phantom, FTM, coming in at number 5 for the top crypto earners for 2022, handling a pretty solid market cap there. Number 4, Solana. Solana, of course. Solana, we've seen huge gains, particularly as both demand and gas prices increase for Ethereum to levels that we've never seen before. And so things get real bottlenecked there. Obviously, that is a primary goal and objective of getting those gas fees under control as it relates to Ethereum when Ethereum 2.0 comes out. But what I tell you guys, I said in the intro, we're going to see some real strong competitors be able to capitalize on these high gas fees with solid alternatives. And Solana is probably the biggest recipient of that. Probably the biggest recipient of that of those high Ethereum gas fees. And then Decentraland Mana coming in at number 4. And then guess what's at number 3 for top earning cryptocurrencies of 2021. Number 3 is the DOGE, folks. The Dogecoin, of course, our favorite dog money. Right now, I think it's sitting at number 11 or number 12. At around 24 billion market cap. And number two, AVAX, Avalanche. You guys that watch this show know I'm a big AVAX guy. I love my Avalanche, coming in at about 26 billion. And then the top earning cryptocurrency for 2021 is Shiba Inu, the SHIB token. Yay, boo! Right, very controversial. Oh yeah. But the future is yet unwritten, folks. The future is yet unwritten. And here's the thing too. All of those coins that I just mentioned, they're all in the top 20 now, right? So if you are a recent investor into any of the aforementioned, I'm not a financial advisor, but you're gonna have to hold for a while to see big tasty gains. And that's not a bad thing either, because when also conversely, kind of the flip side of that, the benefit of it is when you invest in these top 20 cryptocurrencies, then the risk goes down exponentially, right? The risk goes down exponentially, but it just does require more patience if you invested in any of the aforementioned more recently. But Dogecoin is another thing. The reason why I'm so bullish on Dogecoin and why it's such a what would I say? Exception to that rule is because Dogecoin, you can literally see a crystal ball, right? We can literally see a crystal ball and the things that are going to happen with Dogecoin in very massive ways that are likely going to have very epic consequence on the world platform. We have the wealthiest man in the world praising Dogecoin, calling it the best cryptocurrency on the planet. It's going to be accepted not only by Tesla for merchandise, but I believe for vehicles within this year, probably by the end of the first quarter. We've got the Doge 1 mission to the moon. We got a literal rocket called Doge 1 launching up into outer space in February, March, right in there. We've got the Robinhood wallets coming in. Now we know they're coming in. It's just a matter of days away, probably within the next 2 weeks. Robinhood wallets are going to happen. Now, folks, again, 30% of all Dogecoin holders in existence are dialed in with Robinhood. So just so much to look forward to. So much to look forward to. Nick Ball's all right. I'm headed out for bedtime. It's been a pleasure to hang with you all year. See you on the flip side. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. And Nick's a early to bed, early to rise guy. So thank you for staying up, Nick, and hanging out with us. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Okay, I took all my mana gains and lost in my first rug pull ever this month. Gotta be careful out there. There's gonna be more rugs in 2022, unfortunately. Gonna be more rugs in 2022. Now, I don't know how many of you heard about this one, but Congresswoman, who a few of you may have heard of, who goes by the initials AOC, lashes out at critics for being caught in Florida. Have you guys heard about this? Of course, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she lashed out at critics on Friday after she was caught hanging out in Miami, Florida, as her city deals with record-breaking number of daily virus cases, we'll say that. And people say this is very hypocritical because, she represents New York, and New York has, I believe, has the highest cases now, ratio-wise, of the virus, with some of the strictest rules in the country, consequentially, surrounding it. And there was like these pictures that came out with her vacationing in Florida, which has much more lax regulations. Her eating with her, boyfriend or something, and maskless or whatever. But how you can't eat with mask on, in her defense, But people are having a really good time with that and pointing out the what they perceive as a hypocrisy there. But what makes it more interesting is how she decided to clap back on this, and how she decided to clap back on that was this. AOC lashes out at critics after being caught in Florida. Republicans are mad because they can't date me. What? National Review reported, according to the photographs obtained by the publication, AOC was seated outside of some sushi place in Miami Beach on Thursday afternoon, raising a cocktail in one hand, checking her phone in another. Her response to that was, if Republicans are mad they can't date me, they can just say that instead of projecting their sexual frustrations onto my boyfriend's feet? What? Ocasio-Cortez responded to one of the critics calling her out, "You creepy weirdos." It's starting to get old ignoring the very obvious, strange, and deranged sexual frustrations that underpin the Republican fixation on me. Women and LGBT people in general, she continued, these people clearly need therapy, won't do it, and use politics as an outlet. I'm just in shock reading the rest of the statement. It's just like, wow. It's really far out. Now, I have to say, maybe to play a little bit of devil's advocate here for her, I have seen some kind of cringy, kind of like boomer memes from boomer cons that are kind of, can get a little bit in this territory. But I don't think it's like this. To paint like it's just a very bold, kind of non sequitur thing to say about people accusing you of hypocrisy by showing a picture of you vacation in Florida. You jump to people having a fixation with their boyfriend's feet. I don't know. Her whole response to this is just absolutely crazy to me. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to put it. It's just, I don't even know what to say. It's just very bizarre. It's very bizarre. It's also very bizarre to think that we have leaders that do respond this way to this sort of stuff. It's just, it's very interesting, guys. It's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know what you guys make of that response. I think it's weird. You know what's ironic about it? I think her response to it is just as weird, or perhaps weirder than the allegations that she's making to her opponents. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's a very weird non sequitur way to respond instead of just tackling the criticism, right? It just seems like a weird deflection where you're just like, it seems like a very juvenile deflection rather than just saying, hey, I know some people, my opponents, feel that this was hypocritical. I don't, because, I need a vacation, and, we didn't necessarily go to Florida because of its regulatory lack of regulation, whatever reason you want to give, rather than just jumping to like, oh, you think I'm a hypocrite? Well, why are you obsessed with my boyfriend's feet? And you're just mad that I won't sleep with you. It's like, and plus there's like a certain kind of arrogance there with that too. It's just kind of, yeah, not my thing. Next one. So Betty White, we lost Betty White earlier today, folks, and she almost lived to 100. She lived to 99. Betty White, the beloved television star whose career lasted more than 8 decades, died Friday at 99 years old. Beloved actress, comedian, American icon Betty White has died just weeks before a milestone birthday. TMZ reported law enforcement tells sources she passed away at her home on Friday morning. We can only assume it was probably very peaceful, because she seemed to be, overall, particularly for a woman her age, she seemed to be in incredibly good shape, pretty healthy and very lucid, very with it. You know what I mean? White was and she was just in the news this week. Check this out. White was in the news this week after she gave an interview to People magazine ahead of what would have been her 100th birthday on January 17th. So she was so close. Betty White almost made it. She was just a little bit more than 2 weeks away of turning 100 years old. She says, "I'm so lucky to be in such good health. I feel so good at this age," White said. "It's amazing." So that she was saying that she was feeling so good at that age just a few days before. So we can only assume that she probably passed on in her sleep. The best way to go, frankly, you know what I mean? I think that's what all of us want. I think all of us want to be healthy into those years. And the best thing about passing away in your sleep is you don't even know you passed on. I mean, that's how I want to go. I want to be watching one of my favorite movies, or with a wife or girlfriend, go to sleep, and that's it. So she's awesome. She's super funny. I think Betty White was just such an awesome talent, and just a genuinely funny, genuinely feisty woman. Kind of reminds me of one of my grandparents that I had while she was around, and she lived till about 90, and she was very feisty all the way to the end, very sassy, very mouthy, very with it all the way till the very end. But anyway, I could say a lot, Stephen, but I'll get myself Alan. Yes. Scott. Scott, I think there may be something to be said for that, actually. I think there may be something to be said for that. Anyway. We love Betty White. Now, Robinhood wallets. Christine Hall, who is the COO of Robinhood, made some very, very major announcements. Just yesterday, in relation to in relation to the updates on the status of Robinhood wallets, and they are this. She tweeted this out. Goodbye, Wallets Alpha, hello Beta. Since our Alpha program ended, we have been reviewing the feedback, and these are our findings. Top themes include, so this is the feedback they've gotten back. So from the test wallets: maintain the Robinhood experience, more education, additional clarity around network and gas fees, and security is on the top of everyone's mind. So what's next, she says? The Wallets beta phase will start in mid-January and enable even a larger group of users from the waitlist to gain access. While Alpha focused on a small batch of customers and one-on-one engagement, beta will roll out to tens of thousands of customers, and everyone will be rolling out for access after that. So, hashtag when wallets. So there we have it, folks. Tens of thousands of people will be having gaining access to Robinhood wallets within the next 2 weeks here, and then it sounds like full-on rollout after tweaks are made from the feedback will happen there pretty shortly thereafter. So I think it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Robinhood wallets by February, even by the beginning of February. So that is huge news. Honestly, I think that's massive news for Dogecoin in particular, and I think it's going to have an incredibly positive effect. Is Josh out? Indeed. Take care of everyone. I think Keith's out. I think Keith's saying goodbye. All right. Happy New Year to you. I came across another article here. Best cryptocurrency of 2021 that delivered mind-blowing returns up to 51,000. Wowee wow. So there's another kind of like top crypto earners of 2021. And I'm trying to see how this list may differ because it's from India. So India is going to have slightly different lists than us. But so and India is a huge cryptocurrency country as far as how many people, lots of investors there. So these are the top 10 in India. I thought it was just kind of interesting by comparison. Mana at number 10, Harmony 1 at number 9, Cadena at number 8, FTM at number 7, Solana at number 6, Lunaterra at number 5, Matic at number 4, Sand at number 3, Axie at number 2, and Gala at number 1 saw almost 51,000% increase, topped the charts with over 51,000%. So, yeah, wild stuff. Let's see if I got anything else on here. I don't have too much on my list tonight. Frankly, overall, the crypto news cycles have been rather slow comparatively, to be honest with you guys. But we do what we can. But yeah, about 12:30 in my neck of the woods, guys. I think I'm gonna wind this one down. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. I had a great time, and this was so awesome to be here with you guys. I appreciate, again, I want to say I love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me all the way through 2021. It's been a magical ride. It's been a wild ride. It's been a fun ride. And I think, and I know the best is yet to come for each and every one of us, particularly as we go into 2022. I think we're in for an epic year. Thank you so much, guys. Each and every one of you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back tomorrow night. Until next time, this is your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, signing out. Happy New Year, you guys. Door